Hi dear children, welcome to ELGA 15 Unit 6 Week 3 Revision Class 8 Shri Vidyaniketan Public School, Sri Ramnagar, Honnalu Matru Shikshana. Today we are going to revise a third component. It is a grammar component. As we learnt in the concept map, we are going to revise about the gerunds and how to form a noun using adjectives. Let me revise the first concept. It is a gerunds. Verbs that end in ing. The verbs that end in ing are used as nouns or called gerunds. Actually, verbs are ended with ing. Those words we are going to use in the place of nouns. Those words we are going to call it as gerunds. Let us revise with an example. The first word is I am reading a good book. I am reading a good book. Here, which word shows an action or which word shows an verb? Before that, I want you all to say what you mean by verb. Yes, verb is an action word. Verb is an action word. In this sentence, which word is showing an action? Yes, here reading is showing, the reading word is showing an action. So here reading is a verb. So when it comes to the second sentence, reading is my favorite thing to do. Reading is my favorite thing to do. Here in this sentence, in the first sentence, I am reading a good book. In this sentence, the reading is showing an action. So when it comes to this sentence, here the reading is not showing an action, but it is showing the name of an activity. Actually, reading is an activity. It is showing the name of an activity. Reading is my favorite thing to do. So when it comes to the second sentence, she is singing well. In this sentence, which word shows an action? Yes, singing shows an action. So when it comes to the second sentence, I like singing too. Here they are not saying like I am singing. They are saying I like singing too. Actually, they are saying I like that action. So I like that the name of an action. Singing is an action. They are saying in this sentence, singing is a name of an action. So when it comes to the third sentence, Ria will be swimming for an hour today. Ria will be swimming for an hour today. Here, swimming is an action, isn't it? When it comes to the second, swimming is a fantastic sport. In the case of gerund, swimming is showing the name of an activity. So actually, swim is a verb. I added ing, it becomes swimming. And as I said, the verb is ended in ing and it is used as a noun. Here, swimming I am using as a noun. So these type of words we are going to call it as a gerunds. So coming to the last sentence, we were dancing the whole time at the event. Here, the dancing is an action. When it comes to the gerund, let us go dancing too also. Let us go to dancing too. Here, the dancing is a name of an action. So this is a difference between verb and gerund. So in the case of verb also ended with ing. The case of gerund also ending with ing. But in the case of verb, that verb is showing an action. When it comes to the gerund, that word we are going to use in the place of noun. So that is the difference between verb and gerund. So there are 4 steps to identify the gerunds. Let's revise those. The first step, we have to look for the word ended in ing. We have to look for the word ending in ing. First we have to read the sentence and we have to look the which word is ending in ing. Let me take an example first. Jogging is good for health. So in this sentence, which word is ending in ing? Yes, jogging is ending in ing. My second step is check if there is helping verb before the word. If there is a helping verb before the word, then the word is not a gerund. It is a verb. What is my second step? We have to check if there is any helping verb before the word. As we know, helping verb are is, am, are, was, were, have, had, so many, isn't it? If any helping verb is there in front of that word, then it is not a gerund, it is a verb. If there is no helping verb before that word, then it is a gerund. Here, any helping verb are there in front of that word? No, no helping verb before the word. But after is there. After the jogging, helping verb is there. But my step, it should not before that word. Helping verb should not before that word. So in this case, there is no helping verb before that word. Coming to the third step, replace that word with it and check if the sentence still makes sense. So have to replace the jogging by it. Then we have to check if the sentence still make any sense. Let me do it. It is good for health. It is good for health. Is this sentence make any sense? Yes, it is making sense. So if it makes sense, then that word is a gerund. So let me take a non-example. She is jogging in the park. She is jogging in the park. What is my first step? I have to look for the word ending with ing. Yes, the word is ending in ing. What is my second step? I have to check if there is a helping verb before that word. If is there, then it is not a gerund, it is a verb. If not, then it is a gerund. So in this case, yes, there is a helping verb before that word. What is the helping verb? Is. So it is not a gerund, it is a verb. My third step is replace that word by it, then check if the sentence still make the sense. Yes, let me do it. She is it in the park. Is it make any sense? No. So it's not a gerund. It's a verb. So this is how we have to identify the gerund. First we have to look for the word ended in ing. Second we have to check if there is a helping verb before that word. Yes, if there, then it is not a gerund, it is a verb. If not, then it is a gerund. When it comes to third step, we have to replace that word by it and check if the sentence still makes sense. If yes, then it is a gerund. If not, it is not a gerund. This is how we are going to identify the steps for gerunds. Here you all have some example. Read the following sentence and underline the gerund. Let me do it. The third one. Let me take the third one. Janit enjoys eating fresh mangoes. What is my first step? We have to look for verb ended in ing. Yes, here eating is ended in ing, isn't it? What is my second step? We have to check if there is a helping verb before that word. Any helping verb? Enjoys. It's not a helping verb, isn't it? Yes, the second step also satisfies. When it comes to the third, we have to replace that word by it and check it still makes sense. Okay, Janit enjoys it. Janit enjoys it. Yes, it is making sense. Janit enjoys it. Next, if yes, then it is a gerund. The reading is a gerund. This is how you are going to do the rest of the questions. Coming to the next concept, forming nouns from adjectives. Forming nouns from adjectives. Yes. Suffixes. As we know, what do you mean by suffix? Yes, suffix is added after to the word. Added any two letter or anything added after the word, that we are going to call it as a suffix. Let me say suffixes such as ness, ity, ty, y and ism are added to an adjective to make it a noun. So we are going to add some suffix like ness, ity, ty, y and ism are added to an adjective to make it a noun. The basic meaning of the word remains the same, but how we use it changes. Actually, the basic word or the root word will remain same, but how we are going to use, then the meaning will going to be changed. So the first take me kind. Actually, kind is an adjective. If we are adding the suffix NESS. So kind is an adjective. I added NESS. So it become kindness. So kindness is a noun. So kind is an adjective. For adjective, I added suffix NESS to make us kindness. So let me take an example. Nazia is very kind. Nazia is very kind. Here I am describing the Nazia, isn't it? I am describing the Nazia. She is kind. So here kind is adjective. So when it comes to the second, yes, she showed kindness by helping Tina. She showed kindness by helping Tina. Here the kindness is acting as a noun. But the meaning remains same, isn't it? Here kindness and kind. The meaning remains same, but how we use it changes. Let me take another example like equal. Equal is an adjective. I added ity, so it became equality. So equality is a noun. Let me take an example. Men and women are equal. So here equal is showing the adjective. So when it comes to the second thing, I agree there should be equality for all. Here the equality is indicating a noun. This is how the leftover things were. Yes, dear children, you all have an exercise. Circle the adjective and underline its noun form in the following sentence. So, let me do one. The building was empty. The building was empty. This emptiness scared her. They have said circle the adjective, underline its noun. So here emptiness is a noun. So we have to underline the noun. And so which word is adjective here? Yes, the building was empty. This word is adjective. We need to circle this word. Empty we need to circle. Emptiness we need to underline. This is how you have to do the rest of the questions. Yes. Coming to the next concept, forming nouns from verbs. Forming nouns from verbs. In the previous case, we did forming nouns from adjectives. Here, forming nouns from verbs. So adding ing, sion and tion to the verb, then it makes a noun. So we are going to add suffix like ing, sion and tion to the verb, then it makes a noun. Let me take an example. Read. Read is a verb, isn't it? It is showing an action. If I added suffix ing to the verb, then it became reading. Then it is a noun. I hope you understood. So adding suffixes or adding ing, sion and tion to the verb, then it make a noun. Let me read an example. I was reading an article about different countries. Here it is showing an action, isn't it? I was reading an article about different countries. In the case of second, I love reading about other countries too. I love reading about other countries too. Here it is showing the name of an activity. When it comes to this reading, it is showing the action. In case of second example, it's showing the name of an activity. Let me take other. Decide plus sion. It becomes decision. Actually, decide is a verb. Added suffix sion, then it becomes a noun called decision. So let me take an example. We have to decide where to go for the trip. We have to decide where to go for the trip. Here they are deciding and they are doing some action here. So it is a verb. The decide is a verb. So in the case of second, make this decision quickly. Make this decision quickly. Here the decision is using as a noun because it is showing the name of an activity. It is showing the name of an activity. So this is how we are going to do with the inform plus tion. It becomes the information. Dear children, based on this, you all have some questions. You need to fill the blank by choosing the correct noun or adjective given in the brackets. Let me do. The teachers dash ensured that everyone followed the rules. The teachers dash ensured that everyone followed the rules. So here whether strict will come or strictness will come. Think. Yes, strictness will come. Isn't it? Here the teacher's strictness ensured that everyone follow the rules. Isn't it? Here it is, they are showing the name of an activity. This blank you have to fill with the name of an activity, not the action. The teacher strict ensured that. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense, isn't it? So the teacher's strictness ensured that everyone followed the rules. This is how you have to do the leftover questions. Dear children, I hope you understood. Feel free to contact to clear your doubts. Thank you. Happy learning.